Hi, I'm Jared, and welcome back to Intuit Education. If you have not already done so, please be sure to check out our TurboTax welcome video. In this video, we're going to go ahead and cover our W-2, the simulated student environment, and you're going to begin to actually practice filing taxes. Before we get started, and in order to follow along with this video, please be sure to download the W-2 for Antonio in order to complete this simulation. You can find the W-2 at www.intuiteducation.com. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Let's take a quick glance at Antonio's W-2. You will notice we give a quick paragraph about Antonio to tell you all the information you need to do his taxes. This includes his job, how he has done his taxes in the past, his living situation, age, and so on. If you are asked a question not specified in the paragraph, the answer is no. For example, is Antonio legally blind? Once you make it past the personal information, you can use the W-2 to find Antonio's home and work address, his social security number, or his employer EIN. At no point in time should students enter their own personal information. They are now officially Antonio for simulation purposes. Great. Now that we have the W-2 figured out, let's jump into the student simulation environment. Now that you have already signed in and selected Free File, you should see a screen titled, Let's Start by Getting to Know You. Go ahead and enter your first and last name, date of birth, and zip code. Next, looking at your W-2, it says that Antonio is nervous to file his taxes for the first time. So let's select Didn't file taxes last year, and then select how we feel about filing taxes this year. Antonio is single, so click on Single. It doesn't look like Antonio has children or dependents, is a college student, owns a home, or pays rent, so do not click on any of the above. I think you're getting a hang of this, so we're going to go ahead and jump to the income portion of the simulation. Please feel free to pause the video until you catch up. The first question you should see is gathering info about your W-2. Be sure to click on Work on My W-2 now. From here, you can walk through each step of the W-2 starting with box B, or the employer ID number. Next, you can enter your employer's information before starting the Income and Taxes Withheld section. Then, we are going to work your way down the W-2 starting with box 1, 2, 3, and so on. If a box is empty, be sure to leave it blank in the simulation. Once you are done, go ahead and click Continue. On the bottom of the next screen, select None of the Above, as none of these uncommon situations apply to you. From there, you can go ahead and wrap up your income. We are going to jump ahead to the deductions and credit. As you go through each question, be sure to refer back to your W-2. Teacher hint: for most W-2 simulated scenarios, you will use the standard deduction. Go ahead and wrap up other tax situations and federal review. We are going to skip ahead to the state return. If you are using a simulated W-2 in a state without state taxes, you can skip this part. When going through your state returns, you can skip all the adjustments and credits. None apply to these scenarios. Remember to assume no for the questions you can't answer from your W-2. We are going to go ahead and skip to downloading and printing your return. Once you see the page titled Your Final Numbers, on the left panel, click Tax Tools, Print Center, Print, Save or Preview this year's return. Select the checkbox, Use My Info from My Tax Return, and click Register. On the next screen, titled TurboTax Print Center, click on the checkbox for 2019 Federal and 2019 California returns and View or Print. And voila! A pop-up window with your return should appear. Make sure your students download or print their return. Congratulations! You made it! You are now ready to teach taxes with your students. Feel free to use the simulation as many times as you would like. For additional help, check out our website at www.intuiteducation.com. Thanks.